76! Shell! Attack! 180! What's that? Here we go! 180! Turbo! Here we go! Attack! 120! What's that? Here we go, Sadat! 180! What's that? Here we go! 120! Turbo! Here we go! Here we go! 120! Maverick! Shell! Al! Here we go, Sadat! 180!
Orange.
Al! Look up! Sadat! 180! Super 66! Sadat! 180! Attack! Sadat! 180! Al! Here we go! Sadat! 120! Super 1! What's that? Here we go! 180! Cornell! Set!
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Super 66.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Back to throw, Goff. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp, and he'll be down deep into Oakland territory. And give him a gain of 37.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, but when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that will drive a team towards a victory.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Here's Goff. And Woods has it complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Super 66.
On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And L2lr1ch's kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So a nice opening drive on the road. You get the 3 points. Part of you wonders if that might hurt them later not getting into the end zone.
Well, the good thing is still first quarter, and they did come out of it with points. In a sense, they could look at positively and say, hey, we set the pace in this one. I think that's how they'll go about it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Get down! Blue 80! Listen, hot!
And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. Hey, pull down. Get set. Blue 80.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Bust through the tackle. He'll check this down to Lynch, complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a gain of 5. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Now, it's a hot lady. That's up.
Shotgun now for Carr. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. A A shotgun snap for Goff. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And the Raiders have got him. Eddie Vanderdoes able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
A play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. He's going to fire one deep up into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Get down!
They start the drive with Lynch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland 1st down. Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football, and they've got it here with a 1st down. Carr gives to Marshawn. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. Rolling to his right. Open man is Amara Darboh, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. Carr gives to Lynch on the draw. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So now a 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs. From the gun, it's Carr. And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Fielded just inside the 30. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Well, we turn our attention to the Rams here as the offense comes out. So many positive vibes around this club entering 2018. Their third season back in L.A., a new stadium on the way. And coming off of last year, Charles, and you said this to me in the car on the way over, it's going to be interesting to see what this year brings.
That's because they will actually be the team that's hunted now, and they haven't been that for a long time, meaning they're sitting on top of the NFC West. Many people think they might be the team to beat in the NFC overall, even with the Eagles and the Vikings staring at them. So explosive on offense last year. Defense kept getting better. And in the offseason, the defense added cornerback Marcus Peters, added defensive tackle Ndamukong Suh, both Pro Bowlers. They think that they're ready right now to challenge for a Super Bowl, and they intend to go for it.
Now Goff on first down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Out of the gun, Goff. Then he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Goff hitting Woods for a Rams first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And Cooks has it over the middle. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Goff on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now it's gone. Forced out, feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Bruce Irvin able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Goff now looking to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And L2lr1ch kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. For these Raiders, a couple of years ago, 12-4. 2017, big-time disappointment, 6-10. But as they head out on offense here, optimism abound because on headset number 1 is a man named John Gruden.
And I would expect this team to take on his image in a big way. And I'm not just talking about the media look, right, with the snarling face and all. I'm talking about what he demands from his teams. Toughness on both sides of the ball. So that means they're going to run the heck out of the football. Marshawn Lynch, get ready.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Carr. They'll set up the screen to Lynch. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Get set. Blue 80. 6-18.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Steps away to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mikel Roby-Coleman. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
After the interception, here's Goff. Going up top for Kupp. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Here's Goff. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They go play action here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. As his guys are in for 6. And the Rams add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you kind of circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball. And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field, and make them the kickoff returners as well. Plays in this area if you have the right people back.
Got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Get down, low, Lady. Go, Chief.
From the gun, Carr. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. In there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
Low. Hey, 734.
Operating from the gun. Carr. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on 4th down.
Down. 180.
43's the mic. 43's the mic. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. Halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
12, Dumbo. Raider 9. Low. Down. 280.
On second down, here's Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Aaron Donald in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
Monday, down. 180. Low. 24. 637.
From the gun, Carr. He sets to fire deep. Oh, the ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. In on the stop, it's Tahir Whitehead. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Goff to Woods as the Rams move the chains. On first down, it's gone. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. From the gun, here's Goff. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
6:37. 24.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds it. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
The Raiders on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Raiders on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Now, Blue 80.
Operating from the gun. Carr, and complete right side to Cook. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. A Raiders 1st down. Carr hooking up with Cook.
Hey, here we go. 694. Purdue.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
637.
Carr now on 1st down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
694.
Here we go.
Go Chief.
Right there.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tahir Whitehead. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. And Ndamukong Suh. With a great push up front, he picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
We're due. 734.
Shotgun now for Carr. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 33. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Zerline good with a PAT, and it is 28-0. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
And my goodness, another interception. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Rams on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Starting left here.
Now they'll pitch it back to Gurley. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. Gurley. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Goff now looks to throw. That is caught at the 7. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a 1st down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Back now in the East Bay. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They come out here in the I. On first and goal, Gurley. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there.
Ric Flair.
He'll get it up the middle. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. The Rams on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at a third and goal here. To throw is gone. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his first touchdown as a member of the Rams. And the Rams have got it on cruise control. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now here come the Raiders. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
That is right.
Down. Blue 80.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Samson Abukum in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight.
Express. 694. 29. 29.
Carr to throw on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
3 down, 3 down.
Go Chief. Hey, 734.
On third and long, it's Carr. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
637. Get set. Blue 80.
Now Carr, got to have this one. Looking deep for the foul. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, They're not as worried and concerned about getting him out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Last stop. Last stop. What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Rams just continue to pour it on. And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
694. You're mine.
From the gun, it's Carr. And over the middle, it's LaFell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Now Carr, dancing to his left. And some space here. Space to maneuver at the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And Cook has it, left side. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 22.
618.
Now Carr to try again after the pick six. He'll get this out to Lynch, complete. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Value three.
Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Goff going to throw it. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Goff now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. And his throw here's incomplete. Rashaan Melvin that time able to make the play.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Goff. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
That's a nice play by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. Excellent body control, a tall corner who often has to really do a great job of bending his knees to stay with his receivers. He just did a nice job there. The man they call DRC got a PBU for pass broken up.
Look at you, Mr. Acronym. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
We're good.
Goff on 1st down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Tahir Whitehead. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game, and my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
We're good. Hardball.
Throwing now, Goff. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now a 1st down throw, Goff. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Gerald Everett, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late.
And now here is another interception. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And that will write a finish to this ball game. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the fly over the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Los Angeles, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they go down to